SAP instances. Today class is SAP instances. Yesterday we have discussed about Windows and Linux differences, how we will access a Windows server at OS level and how we will access a Linux server at OS level. Just a small recap. See, this is the application connection or GUI connection or R3 connection. We already covered the GUI class. There I already explained you how to create this connection, what are the required details, and after connecting the application server, we will run the takeouts. But yesterday we have discussed about the OS connection. This is OS connection. Server OS or OS connection. Okay, so to connect the OS, our laptop is Windows. 99% people will use the Windows only. Okay, if you want to connect a Windows server, Windows or MSTSC, the connection name is RTP connection. The required details are here: host name or IP address, and username, password, OS username and password. If you want to connect a Linux server, the putty software used, a third-party software. Okay, we will use to connect. This is how to connect. Other than that, the Windows Linux differences. Again, how to connect. This is we covered. The required details. This is also we covered. And Windows having a graphical user interface. This is called graphical user interface. I want to create a directory. I want to see the drives. I want to create my direct folders and files. I want to delete, move, anything. Simply the right click, create, right click, rename, right click, copy, paste. I can do it. It's called a graphical user interface is there for the Windows. But when coming to the Linux, no GUI, only commands. Yesterday I already shown you where we will run the command, and a couple of commands I already given, the basic commands. Here we don't have a drives, we have mount points to store the data. In the mount points, we have a directories and files. We don't call it as a folders. The name is directory. And the highest default user and highest access privileged user is administrator on the Windows, who is created during the Windows installation, Windows OS installation, where root is the user. On the Linux, the highest privileged user is created during the Linux operating system installation. Default users. And only one point we have discussed how to stop, how to start, and how to check the application server or SAP application layer. Okay, we have a SAP MMC tool. One point about SAP MMC tool, it is a default tool which is created during the application installation only on Windows. Purpose of this tool to stop, start, check SAP application server. But on the Linux, there is no tool, only commands. There is no tool, only commands. Stop SAP, start check. Other than this SAP control commands, like this we have a commands to check. Ultimately on the Linux only we have a commands, no GUI. See, again on the Windows, they have given some tool like graphical user interface tool. But on the Linux, there is no tools. Linux means everything, 100% commands. To work anything, commands. Okay. So now, today class is SAP instances. See again, SAP having a 3-layer architecture. Can you tell me what are those 3 layers?